everyone, so this month is getting to an end and there are just 3 more videos left in Christmas with Nicole, which is crazy, and I mean Christmas is over already. But anyway, today I'm going to talk about 7 lessons I learned in 2017, and let's jump right into it. First thing, focus more on the journey instead of the destination. This is something that I still have a problem with and I need to work on it more because I always focus, and I think I'm not the only one, a lot of people just focus on getting to that goal, getting to that destination, but I need to remember, and we all need to remember, that we need to focus on the journey much more. We need to actually love the process and enjoy getting to that destination, you know? And this is my favorite part of travel. So even though it's like a metaphor, I enjoy the journey even when it comes to traveling, sometimes even more than actually getting to that place. I need to do the same with a lot of the things that I do. So instead of focusing on getting a video done, I need to love filming, you know? Instead of focusing on finishing a book, I need to love writing. And so I think that's a very important lesson I learned this year. Number 2 is something that I've recently realized, and that is hustling is great, but we often need to slow down and just take a breath and stop for a minute. I have been hustling so fucking hard, and it's all I've been focusing on for the past few months, and it's killing me. And you know, hustling is great, you know, and when I hustle, usually I do things that I love, like I film a lot, I write a lot, and all these things, but still, I keep doing something, and it's not good for my health at all because my anxiety has gotten so bad that I can't even function anymore. And so I think it's important, like, of course, I'm all for working to achieve our goals and all that, and you know, hustling harder every day, that's freaking great. But I think we need to just slow down sometimes and take breaks, take care of ourselves, and just do nothing sometimes, something that's just relaxing and nothing too exhausting, because if we keep, I kept exhausting myself and now I'm so drained I can't do anything anymore, so I think it's really important to take breaks sometimes. Number 3 is another recently learned lesson, and that is do things well rather than fast. I do everything fast, like work for school, writing, filming, whatever it is, I do everything fast. And it's just, I'm a very fast-paced person, no matter if it's like how fast I walk or anything else. I just try to always get things done super fast, and for school it works great for me, but there are things that I want to do, like, that I want to do better. But I just always try to, you know, film the video as fast as I can, write the book as fast as I can, instead of focusing on making it good. I'm not talking about being a perfectionist. I'm glad I'm not a perfectionist. Being a perfectionist is a whole other problem. But I think it's important to do things 100% better than as fast as possible. Number 4, less is usually better than more. This is something, yeah, that I've recently realized. Literally, like, the past 2 months have taught me the most, honestly. And that is kind of related to the whole slowing down and everything. Doing a billion things is usually much worse than doing like 3 things that we give 100% to. We all want to do billions of things, or a lot of us, and I totally get that. But I think it's sometimes better to prioritize much more and to focus on just a few things and do them well instead of trying to do a billion things, because we can do a lot of things, but I think we shouldn't do them all at once in the slightest, because doing billions of things at once is not a good idea. I think it's better if we just focus on like 2 main things that matter the most to us and maybe work our way to some other things, but just like that. If we do that, we're going to be able to do that much better. We're going to be able to give more energy and time to these things that matter the most to us instead of giving just a tiny bit to them, even though we would like to do them more. I hope it makes sense, but yeah. Number 5 is a very difficult lesson that I've recently learned, and that is, no matter how happy you get, you're still gonna have bad days, and that's okay. Recently, like, I've been super drained, and there have been many days in the past 3 months that I've been really down, and just, it's been a total roller coaster, and I am happy. Like deep down, I'm really happy. I'm blessed, my life is awesome, I'm just super happy. But even if you get super happy, even if you feel like your life is freaking awesome, it's all you've ever wanted it to be, you're still gonna have bad days because life just works like that. Sometimes shit's gonna happen, sometimes nothing's gonna happen, but you're still gonna feel like shit, and that's fine. And you know, we just need to accept that not every day is gonna be great, and we can do our best to make every day as good as possible, but it's just not gonna happen that every day is perfect, and that's okay. Number 6 is nothing will turn out the way you thought it would, and that doesn't have to be a bad thing at all. So I think it's better not to have expectations and just let life surprise us and try to accept that we just can't know what's gonna happen. And I know that's difficult. I sometimes wish I could see the future and I could just know how everything's gonna turn out, but at the same time, life would be so boring if we knew about everything that was gonna happen. It would just be a total mess and chaos and it would suck. So I'm actually kind of glad that I don't know what's gonna happen, because then I can be surprised. And recently I've been trying not to just have expectations no matter what it concerns. I just try not to expect anything, and of course that can't happen because just we have some expectations, you know, we imagine how it's gonna turn out. But I just think it's better to try to let life surprise us and just see how everything's gonna turn out. And it's gonna be different from what we expected for sure, but no matter what happens, we just need to make the most of everything and accept what's gonna happen and embrace the weird detours and just things that we did not expect at all. And yeah, you know, no matter what I've done, pretty much always I had some expectations that were then completely like ruined, and not in the sense that it sucked and it was so much worse than I thought. Usually it's just different, and you know, that's great because then life is gonna just surprise us and we're gonna experience something we didn't think we would experience. And I know it sucks when we have expectations and then then we're disappointed, which is why I try not to get too hyped up and too excited for anything, because then I usually end up disappointed and it's really sad. But yeah, it's of course great to expect the best, but it's also a good idea not to just expect anything and just roll with it, you know? And last lesson is, no matter how hard it gets, just keep going. Life just gets hard, and for some of us it's harder, for some of us it's less hard, but that doesn't really matter. If there is something that you want to achieve, no matter what that is, just keep going no matter how hard it gets. This is something I talk about all the time, and that is just great things take time, a lot of effort, a lot of energy, and they're just difficult. What's worth it will not be easy, but what's easy is usually not right, and so we need to do what's difficult because it's gonna be so freaking worth it. And just when it gets hard, we need to keep pushing through, we need to keep going. And that's gonna be it for this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. Give it a thumbs up if you did, and I hope you're enjoying the rest of the holidays, and Happy New Year! It's getting really close, so yeah, see you tomorrow with yet another video. There are just 2 left, which is insane, but I'm so ready for January. And yeah, have a brilliant day and see you tomorrow. Bye!